Hello everybody, my name is Robert Ilya, I'm from Chernobyl, Ukraine, and my project's name is Device for Wave Energy Transformation for the Distributed Electrical Energy Generation. I'm very passionate about this project because we hardly use the potential of energy generation using ocean waves. If we start to use it properly, we can make another step to the bright future without any need in the fossil fuels. So, without further introduction, the goal of the work is to create a system designed for converting wave energy into electrical energy using a buoy-type mechanism with pneumatic cells. At the beginning of research, a list of tasks was formulated. A list of tasks is to analyze the features of the mechanism for using the mechanical energy of waves used in similar projects described in the scientific literature, analyze the types of physical characteristics of waves, develop a system design or concept, and perform a theoretical evaluation of the system's effectiveness based on it. Then create an experimental prototype and conduct an experiment of the efficiency of the electric energy generation due to wave energy. The object of the research is the transformation of mechanical wave energy into electrical one, and the subject is a device for generating electrical energy due to wave energy. Then, the structure and principle of action. So we have our mechanism that consists of several parts. That remains a polygon. The main part is double action generator, and the main about performance part is the pneumatic cells located like polygon faces, and another one is rigidly attached ballast. The size of system is only a few times larger than the dimensions of an ordinary buoy. Therefore, it will not be bulky or difficult to manufacture. Several such systems can be connected in batteries, which will increase efficiency while avoiding a huge number of problems. Phases. Each phase contains a separate pneumatic cell, each of which works separately, delivering compressed air to the generator. Also, if one of these phases is damaged, the entire system is not at risk. Those pneumatic cells are simple and cheap for manufacturing. An efficient mechanism can be created to convert the kinetic energy of waves into mechanical energy, and they are located at the angle to the surface of water to absorb wave energy most effectively. So the principle of action, or to say properly the first principle of action, is when the wave breaks the pneumatic cell, it acts on it. The pneumatic cell compresses the air within it. That goes to the generator of double action, and the mechanical works of air turns into electric one. Really simple. But we need another type of functioning because some waves are much more higher than the dimensions of our buoy. So when the system, for example, encounters a wave that is much higher than its height, first the wave compresses the pneumatic cell. The generator works in the first mode using compressed air. Then the wave continues to act as a pneumatic cell. They in turn change their position and act as a lever. The generator works in the second mode. Location use. This buoy mechanism can also be used for scientific measurements, just like conventional buoys. The extracted energy can be transferred from node to node or used on locally, for example, to extract hydrogen. In this way, it can contribute to the ocean research and the rational use of our planet's resources. So, we have to calculate the efficiency of our mechanism. For this, we have to conduct an experiment. So, we have a water container, a model of pneumatic cell, simple and small, air tube, and a small water weight. First, the dimensions of the model are determined. They are of the upper face of the pneumatic cell as is calculated. Using the calculator from this website, we calculate the wave energy of the required height, like energy of a periodic wave, using the following formula. It consists of joules subtracted for meter quadrats. So, to calculate equivalent energy that our wave acts on the pneumatic cell, we have to multiply those energy of periodic wave for the practical area of our pneumatic cell. So we calculate equivalent energy. Then, the second part of the experiment. We have a certain amount of water poured out on a pneumatic cell from a certain height, h. Pneumatic cell is compressed and there pushes the weight, and we look at the delta H and can use to calculate energy. So a convenient mass of water and the initial height of air are chosen that satisfies the following equation, where G is gravitational acceleration force accordingly. Weight of mass m moves at delta H. Converted energy is calculated using the following formula for work, and now we can calculate the efficiency of the mechanism. This coefficient can be applied to a mechanism of real dimensions. After that, taking into account the efficiency of the generator, we calculate the amount of electricity that the system can produce depending on the type and height of the weight. So we can see also experimental model creation process, which was a simple model for the first experiment. For sure, we will use a more efficient model in the future, but for now, it's not. The experiment. So instead of water, for more simple experiment, we used sandbags. The efficiency of mechanical energy conservation is calculated according to the following formula, where m is mass of the load. So then the mass of the bag of sand, the initial coordinate of the weight, the initial coordinate of the body, final coordinate of the weight, and final coordinate of the body. So it arises from the formula of a potential energy. And we can see the results of the experiment that show us that rate of converted energy it's not that high for now, but it's more about the way that we conducted the experiment. And we can see that with the increasing weight of the bag of sand, the energy conversion rate is also increasing. So with further experiments we will use better experiment model, more precise, and even more of an energy and not the slight volts, and we will get the more precise and realistic results. For conclusions, based on the analysis of the scientific literature, the type of mechanisms that are the most promising for the generation of electricity due to the energy of the ocean waves was chosen. A concept and graphic model of a buoy-type system for converting wave energy has been created. An experimental plan has been developed for the determine the effectiveness of the key parts of the system. An experimental model of one of the parts of the mechanism was constructed. The efficiency obtained from the calculation can be applied for real-size mechanism to calculate the amount of electricity that the system can produce depending on the type and height of the waves. Particularities and ways of using the system are defined. That's all. Thank you very much.